Welcome to the December 8th meeting of the Town of Southampton Conservation Board. Due to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic and in accordance with Chapter 417 of the laws of 2021, until January 15th, 2022, all of the board's meetings are expected to be held remotely via video conference. So we ask the public to continually check the town's website for updates and new information. As a reminder, applicants, agents, and members of the public who speak at this meeting should state their name and address for the record. The link to participate in this meeting via Zoom can be found on the town's website at the town clerk's meeting portal. If you do not wish to speak at the meeting, but you would like to submit comments for the public record, the link to submit comments can also be found on the town's website. So welcome everyone. As I said before, Sunshine is not able to make it tonight, and neither is Tom Florio, but we have a quorum. We have more than a quorum. Everybody else is here. I invite you all to join for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States
of America
and to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
What is your pleasure on the minutes of November 17th, 2021?
Motion to be accepted.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, aye. George?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Ann?
Abstain. I wasn't there.
Okay. And public hearings, A019131 Lynn Prue Irrevocable Trust. The hearing has been requested to be adjourned to May 11th, 2022. Charlie, does anyone have their hand up?
No hands.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, aye. George?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Ann?
Aye.
A020025 James Esposito and Jennifer Esposito. Applicant requests an adjournment to February 23rd, 2022. Anybody that have their hand up, Charlie?
No hands.
Motion to adjourn to February 23rd, 2022.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, aye. George?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Ann?
Aye.
A021035, A021026, Thomas Conti, applicant requests adjournment to the same date, 2/23/22. Anybody have their hand up?
No, sir.
Motion
Motion to adjourn to that date.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, aye. George?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Ann?
Aye.
A021035, Eugenio Presta, applicant requests an adjournment to January 26, 2022.
Before you vote on the adjournment, we do have affidavits of posting and mailing in compliance with the town code.
Thank you.
No hands.
Motion to adjourn to that date.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, aye. George?
Aye.
Jerry?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Ann?
Aye.
Advisory reports, 148 Priscilla Avenue.
Good evening. I'm Audie Shea, Chief Environmental Analyst for the town. This application relates to an existing developed property in the hamlet of Flanders. There are town regulated freshwater wetlands to the north on town preserved land at Iron Point. There are several recommended comments. This is a two-lot subdivision in its final stage. The first is that in light of the presence of regulated wetlands within 200 feet of the planned subdivision, a section 292-39B referral is required. Second comment indicates that there's considerable nursery stock that's being stored on the property. That material is located within 200 feet of wetlands. The third comment indicates that there's a need to establish conservation easements covering the portions of the property within 100 feet of wetlands, and nursery stock will need to be removed from this area, and the disturbed portions will need to be revegetated pursuant to a town native planting plan. And the last comment indicates that the required wetland construction setbacks for this vacant land need to be notated on the map. There also needs to be a statement on the subdivision map that IA installation is required for construction of a new dwelling on proposed lot 2, as well as for any substantial expansion of the dwelling on lot 1.
Motion to send those comments to the planning board.
second,
All in favor? Harry, I. George,
Aye.
Jerry,
aye,
Tom,
Aye.
Ann?
Aye.
Stuart Boski.
This application relates to property on the south side of Flying Point Road. The property has 2 dwellings. The landowner is looking to divide the property into 2 separate lots. The advisory comments indicate that the property lies on the opposite side of regulated wetlands. So as such, no wetland permits are required, and there are no significant issues with regards to the planned subdivision. The final comment indicates that in the event of residential redevelopment or substantial expansion of the residences, that IAOWTS installation will be required.
Motion to send those comments to the planning board.
second,
All in favor? Harry, I. George,
Aye.
Jerry,
aye,
Tom,
Aye.
Ann?
aye,
The next is a section 292-39B referral, Curtis, Heimanwitz, and Nussbaum.
Yeah, this is a draft resolution that recommends that the planning board draft conditions of final approval be modified in the interest of wetlands protection. The referral relates to 4 lots. One of them is vacant, the remaining lots residentially developed. Lot line modifications are planned in order to increase the size of the 3 developed lots. The sketch that you're seeing before you is one that was prepared by the planning division for the planning board, showing that there are existing freshwater wetlands on the vacant property, consisting of a stream bed that acts as headwaters and a tributary for Seatuck Cove. As part of the lot line modification, the planning board is entertaining requiring a covenant to preserve the on-site wetlands, as well as establishment of covenanted naturally vegetated wetland non-disturbance, non-fertilization buffers. They're looking to require a 75-foot buffer to the north and the east, but to the south, where there are existing residential improvements within close proximity to the wetlands, they are looking to lessen the buffer width to 25 feet. Just to give you some quick history on this site, I did have the owner of the residentially developed lot to the south cited for discard of landscape debris within the freshwater wetlands and stream bed, as well as for installation of a fence and gate within very close proximity to the wetlands. That gate has provided access for the purposes of the unauthorized discard of debris within the wetlands. The draft resolution of approval that was referred to us made no mention of the need to hand remove the landscape debris from the wetlands. It did not indicate that that within the 25-foot buffer that's being planned, which is that green slashed area, it did not indicate that the existing fence line needed to be removed. The planning board is also looking to allow the existing ornamental landscaping and putting green to remain within that proposed covenanted wetland buffer. The draft resolution before you indicates that those activities are incompatible with the purpose and intent of Chapter 325 with regards to the need for buffer establishment. As such, the resolution recommends that the planning board resolution be modified to do several things. First, to call for the hand removal of any landscape debris and litter within wetlands, followed by allowance for natural vegetative succession and recovery. Second, for the removal of the existing fence lines within the planned 25-foot buffer to the south. It also calls for modifications to the resolution to require the removal of existing non-native ornamental landscaping and a putting green within the bounds of that buffer. It asks that the buffer be restored pursuant to a town-approved native revegetation plan. And lastly, it calls for installation of a relocated fence line along the landward boundary of that 25-foot buffer, and it asks that the fence line be ungated so that there is no opportunity for future direct access for the purposes of discard of landscape debris. I have spoken with the landowners in the south. They have to the south. They have indicated that they're amenable to removing the debris from the wetlands, but as far as I know, that has not yet been accomplished. So the resolution asks for those modifications to the 29239B resolution and one so modified as that the revised resolution be referred back to the Conservation Board for consideration and hopefully approval.
I'm passing those comments to the planning board, Marty.
Yes.
Motion to pass them to the planning board.
Resolve, is there a second?
second,
second,
Resolve that the Conservation Board hereby finds that the draft conditions of final approval for the subdivision of Curtis, Heimowitz, and Nussbaum need to be modified. And be it further resolved that the modified resolution be referred by the Planning Board to the Conservation Board pursuant to Chapter 292-39B. All in favor? Harry, I. George?
Aye.
Jerry?
aye,
Tom?
Aye.
Ann?
aye,
The administrative wetland permits are in your packets. And resolution of conditional approval. A 021043 Burnett 2012 Family Trust. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
second,
Resolve that a conditional approval be granted to Burnett 2012 Family Trust for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor? Harry, I. George?
Aye.
Jerry?
aye,
Tom?
Aye.
Ann?
Aye.
A 021044 Burnett 2012 Family Trust. The first one was on 106 Jewel Pond Drive. This one is 114 Jewel Pond Drive. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second.
Resolve that a conditional wetland permit approval granted to Burnett 2012 Family Trust for the proposed project by the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor? Harry, I. George?
Aye.
Jerry?
aye,
Tom?
Aye.
Ann?
aye,
A 021056 43 Kite Surfer LLC. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
second,
Resolve that a conditional wetland permit approval be granted to 43 Kite Surfer LLC for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor? Harry, I. George?
Aye.
Jerry?
aye,
Tom?
Aye.
Ann?
aye,
A 021066 Nassim Bahar and Jamie Bahar. The applicant requests adjournment to March 9th, 2022. Is there a motion?
So
motion
moved.
to adjourn,
And second?
Second.
All in favor? Harry, I. George?
Aye.
Jerry?
aye,
Tom?
Aye.
Ann?
aye,
A 021008 Jimmy Rocco LLC. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
Second.
second,
Resolve that a conditional wetland permit approval be granted to Jimmy Rocco LLC for the proposed project on the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor? Harry, I. George?
Aye.
Jerry?
aye,
Tom?
Aye.
Ann?
aye,
A 021082 Wendy Fitzpatrick. Any discussion?
Move to issue.
second,
Resolved that a conditional wetland permit approval be granted to Wendy Fitzpatrick for the proposed project upon the terms and conditions set forth therein. All in favor? Harry, I. George?
Aye.
Jerry?
aye,
Tom?
Aye.
Ann?
aye,
Preliminary review circuit determination A 021102 Jeremiah Reen and Christina Reen.
This application relates to an existing residentially developed property on Woolies Drive in the Hamlet of North Sea. There is a preliminary advisory report on file dated December 6, 2021. The property is marked by a moderately sized dwelling that sits elevated above Woolies Pond. There is an existing covenanted 50 feet wide naturally vegetated wetland non-disturbance, non-fertilization buffer that takes in the lowland portions of this property. The application has been made as the owner is seeking to complete substantial improvements to the existing residence, namely demolition of the majority of the dwelling, followed by construction of a two-story addition. They're also looking to install a new IAOWTS, and also just make some minor refinements in terms of walkways and such. The new construction would occur at conforming setbacks. It would mostly occur within the existing developed footprint. As such, the existing covenanted 50 feet wide buffer is sufficient in order to offset the impacts of construction. We do have sufficient information in order to make a determination. As such, I'm recommending that the hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing.
Second.
second,
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to chapter 325-325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor? Harry, I. George,
Aye.
Jerry,
aye,
Tom,
Aye.
Ann.
aye,
A021103, Joseph Mullen.
This application relates to an existing residentially developed property on Inlet Road West in the hamlet of Shinnecock Hills. As indicated on the property, the lot fronts on Cold Spring Pond, contains beach, saltwater cordgrasses, and regulated tidal wetlands. The property is in the process of being sold, but in order to go forward with that sale, they need to legalize residential improvements that were completed at the site without requisite wetland and building permits. Those changes include expansion of the pre-existing residence to include a screened porch on its north side, construction of a wood deck, and also conversion of about 600 square feet of unfinished basement to living floor area, inclusive of a bedroom, bathroom, kitchenette, and other improvements. What you're seeing before you is a recommended mitigation plan that I provided for the applicant, which calls for establishment of a significant covenanted, naturally vegetated wetland buffer. It also calls for removal of some existing structures within the buffer. There's also a winter stored dock in the buffer, which needs to be relocated landward of the buffer. And a significant portion of the buffer is naturally vegetated. And the remainder can be restored either by discontinuance of mowing and disturbance and allowance for natural vegetative succession, or by active native planting. As you can see, the lot is very tight. So I have indicated to the applicant, the only way that the finished portion of the basement in this house could be legalized is by abandonment of the existing cesspool, which is on the east side of the house, and installation of a new nitrogen reducing IAOWTS. If that is not possible, because of the constraints of the lot and the buffer, that the finished floor area in the basement would need to be abandoned and removed. I did have an opportunity to speak with the buyer of this property at length today. He is in process. Not only has he agreed to all the recommended mitigation, he's also in the process of working with an engineer to see if an IAOWTS can be installed on this property. This is an application for which we have sufficient information to make a determination. As such, I'm recommending that the hearing requirement be waived.
Motion to waive the public hearing.
second,
Resolved that the Town Conservation Board hereby waives the public hearing requirement pursuant to chapter 325, section 325-80 of the Town Code. All in favor? Harry, I. George,
Aye.
Jerry,
aye,
Tom,
Aye.
Ann.
aye,
And the last is a resolution to issue modification, CB 20013, MIR on Noyak Realty LLC, and the applicant wishes to postpone till 12/22/21. Is there a motion?
So
So
moved.
moved.
Second.
All in favor? Harry, I. George,
Aye.
Jerry,
aye,
Tom,
Aye.
Ann.
Aye.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
so moved,
Second.
All in favor? Harry, I. George,
Aye.
Jerry,
aye.
Tom,
Aye.
Ann.
aye.
Thank you all. Have a good night.
Thank you,
Aye.
Joe.
Two.
Night.
Thanks.
Aye.
Aye, Corinne.